Hi, I'm Big Sis.
Hi, I'm Little Sis.
And welcome to The Eyes Have It. Today, I am going to do a tag from my beautiful friend Susan of Little Poet. And so, Little Sis is going to read the questions to me, and I am going to answer. Go ahead.
Question 1. What are your stats, age, marital status, anything else about yourself you wish to share?
I just turned 67 this month. I am single perpetually. I've never been married. I'm a big sister. And if you have any free time, go to your local, just look up your local Big Brothers Big Sisters office and tell them that you would like to be a big. It only requires, I think it's 2 hours a month. I spend a lot more time than that with her, but it only requires 2 hours a month, and there's always a waiting list. So, okay, yeah, I guess that's it for now.
Question 2. Do you have a busy, active life?
I would not say anymore that I have a busy, active life. When I first retired, I had up to 6 volunteer jobs at the same time. So I was running all the time, but it really ended up like just being too much and burning me out and started making me feel I wasn't able to get that great feeling I get from volunteering because I was burning out. So I dropped back down to like 3 or 4, and that worked well. However, I had my surgery in 16, and then I broke my shoulder in early 17, and since then the only volunteering I've done is being a big sister, and I was doing the Quilts of Love for a while, but I dropped out of that because my arthritis is getting so bad. I can't do all the standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down in a cold church basement on those folding metal chairs. It's just agonizing. So yeah, I really need to get back to volunteering more, and that would make my life more active.
I'm going to jump in really quick.
Okay.
Okay, I have a busy and active life sometimes when I want to. Weekends is mostly my busy days. School days is just like school days, so I go to school. Weekends, I have Miss Sherry. And then every other Saturday, I go to college prep classes.
Which is called Merit.
It's called Merit. Sometimes I babysit.
A lot.
Yeah. Or I just hang out with friends. And then now that track's starting, I will have a busy schedule because I have track.
And you do what in track?
Shot put and discus.
Okay. All right.
Next question. Do you have a boyfriend or husband?
No. Neither. No, I'm at the point in my life where I have had such issues with dating. I have never gotten married because I never found a man that I thought was the right match for me. I've dated cute guys, I've dated smart guys, but I never found the guy that I thought was for me, and I do not believe in settling, and neither do you. So no, I do not currently have a boyfriend. I haven't dated in many years because I really feel like I don't need that in my life. I feel like my life is enough and I am enough, and I have my own money.
Preach it.
I don't feel like I need it.
Preach it.
But if you do, go on for it.
I have a boyfriend.
He's cute. She just showed me his picture for the first time. I didn't even get to see him before she went to homecoming. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, next. As you've gotten older, are you satisfied with your life?
I would say that before my surgery in 16, I was very satisfied with my life. I had friends that I hung out with a lot. I had multiple volunteer jobs, as I said. So, I was around people all the time then. Now I'm a lot more isolated, but I am an alone person. I love being alone. And so that doesn't bother me, but I have to be very careful. If I have too much social time, then I get burnt out and cranky. And if I have too much alone time, I get depressed. So I have to balance those all the time.
Okay, next question. Are you more of a sexy woman or more of a spiritual soul?
I remember when I read this thinking, why do they have to be mutually exclusive? Why can't you be both? I never, ever in my life thought I was sexy until like maybe 5 years ago. I think starting my YouTube channel and getting back into makeup really helped me feel better about myself again. I've always thought, I was pretty, even though I'm big, but I never really thought of myself as sexy, like I said, until recently. But I don't see why that would be mutually exclusive. Why you can't feel sexy about yourself and also be a spiritual person. I would say that I'm definitely a lot spiritual, but I'm also a little sexy. I don't think a sexy woman completely infers that you got to be walking around with your jugs out and all that kind of stuff and being inappropriate. I just think that sexy could be an attitude.
Girl, say that. Next question. Do you want to retire or keep working? I'm going to answer her question for her.
Go ahead.
She's working still to this day because I'm a lot to handle. I'm a handful. I'm just kidding, guys.
No. I retired in 2008. I worked for the federal government, and so I said when I retired that I was very lucky to be working for the federal government because I had insurance, I had, retirement plan, the whole 9 yards. So because I didn't have to work, I said to myself when I retired, if I don't have to work for money, to live, I will never work for money again. I will only do volunteer work to help other people, and that's what I've done. So, yes, I am retired, and no, I don't care to ever work again. I just like to help other people by volunteering.
Next question. Are you more skilled in building yourself up or tearing yourself down?
First 30 years, tearing myself down. Last 30 years, definitely building myself up. I have become really good at that. Really good at that. I look in the mirror and I'm like, you look great.
Excuse me,
and I really think that the person I am and the qualities I have make me a good person. And so, I build myself up.
Next question. When you walk into a room full of strangers. When you walk into a room full of strangers, how do you feel?
Well, even though people who meet me now think I'm extroverted, I am not. I am still an introvert. So, I am definitely much more extroverted than I used to be, but I'm still at heart an introvert. So walking into a room of strangers would make me very awkward and uncomfortable.
Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a key to being happy as an older woman?
I think there are several. Gratitude. You always have to be grateful for what you have so that you can receive, more. If you're always saying, because I had a friend like this, rest in peace, he's gone now, but he was never, ever happy. He was a very religious man, but he was never happy with what he had. His job was crappy, he would say, my life is crappy, blah, 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 blah. Everything was negative, negative, negative. And I can't hang with people like that anymore. I even had an offer to get married with somebody like that. And I knew there was no way I could live with somebody that was negative all the time. Repeat the question.
Is there a key to being happy?
Okay. Gratitude, positivity. Absolutely. Seeing the glass half full instead of half empty. Always thinking positive thoughts, because what you think you bring to you. So gratitude, positivity, self-love, for sure. I think that there's not one key, but I think those 3 keys are really important.
Next question. Do you get jealous of other women or youth in general?
No. I have been envious, of women. I have seen women 2 and 3 times the size of me physically having really nice looking men and being super happy and, lovey-dovey and stuff out in public. And I have been envious. I've never been jealous of them, but I've been envious that they were able to do that because I never was. Now, in terms of a romantic relationship, yes, I can be jealous. I don't know about how much I would be now because I haven't dated in so long. But when I was young, yes, I was not horrifically like stalking and all that wacky stuff. But yeah, I was a little jealous.
I'm tell you, guys.
You're what?
I'm tell you. No, I'm not jealous because of the fact that I don't know. It took me a while to appreciate myself.
I think being around me might have helped a little bit.
Yeah, like it took me forever to appreciate myself. I always thought, I don't know, because I used to be really small. Like I used to be small. Nobody would believe it, but I used to be really small, not where I was now. And I used to think like I used to see people with a little, I call it meat on their bones. And I used to think like, why can't I? Like it took me forever to try to gain weight, and it was like maybe I thought something was wrong with me, but and then I finally learned that it was just me being small, just growing out of it.
Yeah.
So like I would never get jealous because at the end of the day, I love myself more than I can love somebody else.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I love myself more than I love somebody else, I shouldn't have to worry about that someone else.
Absolutely, I agree.
Next question. What is the one quality of your friends What is the one quality all your friends have in common?
That's difficult because my friends are such different people. I have like really diverse group of friends. I would say humor. With most of them, I would say humor was the thing that brought us together. Of course, I prefer to have people with similar morals as I do, morals and principles. Like, I have a friend who in the past has, not only did he have his car, repoed, but he had a business at that time. He just walked away from the business. He took along with him some electronics that were rented, and they called me and harassed me for years over that. And I wasn't happy that he had done that. But, he ended up becoming a lot more financially responsible. And now he's really doing good. So I would say morals, humor, and intelligence to a certain amount. I prefer that my friends have, a pretty good level of intelligence, but it's not any kind of requirement.
Tell us your favorite quote and why.
I have a couple. The first one is, I'm not a big proponent of Dr. Phil, but when one of his books came out years and years ago, I was in the library and I went to pick it up and I wanted to just see, is this something that I would get anything out of? So I picked it up and I sat down in a chair and I started flipping through it, and I was looking at the chapter headings. And one was, you teach people how to treat you. And at the time I was like, yeah. But really, for the rest of my life after that, it has become
Missy May.
Just like something I believe so strongly. And when I see people saying, I can't believe how this person is treating me, I'm like, well, did you let them do that before? Yeah. Well, if you let them do it, they're just going to keep doing it, So I really believe in that one. That was Dr. Phil. Jan Van Zant, this one's kind of funny. When you see crazy coming, cross the street. And then the one that's on Facebook at the top of my profile is, let me remember, it's by Louis L'Amour. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am me. I believe in me, and I need nobody to make me somebody. Okay. Is that the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you, Susan. I always love doing your tags. They're so thoughtful.
I want to say my quote.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. There's a couple, but I'm going to say my favorite one. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Are you sure? Sure you're ready. Time won't make you understand. Time will help you grow and learn.
That's a good one. Do you know whose quote that is?
No, I did a school project.
Oh, okay.
And it was years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I did a school project, and it was about like what I wanted to do when I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this quote that I was just flipping through the quote, and I had found this quote, and it was like, time will make you grow and help you grow and understand. So it like helped me because like
that is a great quote, and it's really true.
Because people think time is what you have to do. Like time is, you have to be on time to do everything, but time won't help you be who you want to be. I mean, it's gonna help you grow. It takes time to be where you want to be in life.
Yeah.
It takes time to understand what you want to be. It takes time to understand you as a person.
And you just have to walk through life and,
The obstacles, the ups and downs.
That's right. And in my life, in my childhood in particular, hardship is what made me grow the fastest. I was the mousiest little kid you have ever met. I was afraid of my own shadow. All my dad had to do was give me a look, and I would run screaming to my bedroom. I mean, I was really timid, but I came through that. My father was a violent alcoholic, and I came through that. My mother left us at when I was 12 or 13, and I got through that. And my father kind of lost his crap there for a while, and I got through that. And I came out the other end at 18 when I moved away from home. I was already more mature than most 25 or 26-year-olds at the time, and I moved away at 18 and a half. So I never regret having those challenges because they made me who I am. And since I like who I am, I can't regret. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Take care. Be well. And always be yourself. Thank you, Susan. I love you.
Bye, Susan.